I don't want you to think I'm gross, so I'll hide it. We're making crackers. I have a free day today. I'm holding this cheese like it's a baby. Shh, shh, shh. Wow, that's too much. I completely forgot what I was saying. Oh, I have a free day today. I don't have these days often, mostly because I don't allow myself to have these days often. I'm very bad at that. If you give me free time, I will fill it. That's actually what I'm doing right now. But it's fun, it's for fun. I'm having fun, are you having fun? I'm having fun. I've not even done anything yet. I don't know why I'm trying to sell you the idea that I'm having that much fun. I'm having a pretty average, like I feel average. Scale from 1 to 10, I feel like a 5. Not because of anything else other than not because of you, not because of me either. I'm just not doing anything. Okay, let me scoot back a little bit verbally, not physically. I don't think I need to scoot back physically. I'm making cheez-its, specifically nothing. That's about as specific as I can get. Sorry, I haven't really talked to anybody yet today. Let's go. I asked ChatGPT for this recipe. We were already talking, so I figured I'd be like, hey, by the way, do you know any cheese cracker recipes you could give me? And then they were like, yeah, here you go. So if these are bad, blame ChatGPT. Do I have a tape measure? I don't have that either, but do I have measuring cups? Oh, I do. Don't you worry, I'm already over this. A cup of almond flour, a cup of shredded cheese. That's too much cheese, but they're cheese crackers, so if you have a problem with cheese, then why are you making cheese crackers? Now here's where we're gonna run into the issue. I don't have any measuring spoons. Should have prepared better. How much does 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder weigh? How to eyeball 1/4 teaspoon? Divide the whole thing into 1/4. That's not what I'm asking. The tip of your pinky finger is roughly equal to 1/4 teaspoon, okay? So, in terms of powder, that's good. It's optional, so. Same with paprika. My hands are wet now. That looks like 1/4 teaspoon. Okay. A half a teaspoon of salt. That really got out of my lungs there. Okay, and then the egg. I have this like really intense memory from childhood of my brother. Okay, spatulas. Okay, sorry. Of my brother at my dad's house, he got a handful of Cheez-Its. And instead of putting them on a plate, bowl, paper towel, he like sat on the couch, put the pillow on his lap, and then put the Cheez-Its on the pillow. And my dad goes,
you could get a bowl.
And he goes, or I could use the pillow. It's a whole memory. Quite literally every single time I grab a handful of, not just Cheez-Its, but anything, I think of Kyle and my dad. And then anytime I make eggs, I think of my brother Trevor. My mom would try and like get everybody together every once in a while. My brother was like off to college. He was an adult coming back kind of vibes. My mom would like give everybody a job. He's like, can I do the eggs? I just learned a good way of making eggs, the Gordon Ramsay way. My mom's like, yeah, that's fine. However, just make them scrambled, a lot of them. So he turns the fire on and he puts it as low as it will go. And then he like pours the eggs into the pan and then just slowly starts stirring them. There's like maybe 3 dozen eggs in this pan, but then to barely have the fire on because you're like, this is the absolute correct way to make eggs and any other way you make them is like suddenly terrible. My mom just came over and was like, hey, can you speed it up a little bit? And he's like, it takes, just be patient. Everyone's just racing around and he's just at the stove like, yeah, they're going. You see?
Slow and steady.
The trick is how slow they cook. I understand that's the trick. We just don't have time for the trick. If you knew my brother and if you know me, it was just, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that's dough. I mean, that's a pretty good looking dough. Smells like cracker. Not really. Oh! Excuse me. I don't have a rolling pin. You know what I do have though is my water bottle. Okay, this could work. I mean, this really looks like rice-a-roni. I feel like I should separate them, but I don't want to. It should be fine, right? I'm just gonna cook them as it is. Hey, I love you. I feel like they're gonna be terrible. How are they doing? Oh God, I should have separated them. Well, it's gonna be one big cracker, huzzah! If I go into another room and start reading, I will forget that I was baking Cheez-Its. Also, it's like a very non-committal way to read this book, and it's a little scary. So if I read it in a way where it's like, I'm not actually reading, I'm just passing the time, I won't get as scared. Okay, that was faster than I thought. I don't think I should be doing this on the stovetop, actually. That was smooth. Okay. Moment of truth. Now that I'm incredibly warm, it's like so warm. Find a crispy one. No. What a waste of cheese. I'm disappointed and very warm. So we're gonna try it again. This isn't my free day like yesterday was. I knew the risk though that I was taking by trying that yesterday. I knew that. Anyways, I have a rolling pin. I also have xanthax gum. This reminds me of the time I made all the mozzarella. How worth my time do you think that this is? On a scale from 1 to 10, be honest. That's what I thought. Super worth my time! Before I get started, I need you to know I just spent the last 45 minutes trying to put mascara on my eyelashes, but I couldn't keep it on because my eyes kept pouring water out because there's so much pollen in the Omaha air today. From walking to my house to my car, I started having an allergy attack. And when you think pollen, you think microscopic little things that bees carry around with them, and I actually don't know how that works with the whole bees and pollen situation. They make pollen, they eat pollen. Pollen makes honey? No, they pollinate. Hello, I'm not gonna let you leave our time together with you thinking I don't know how bees work. I didn't, but I do now. Bees, what are they? Great question. That's not the question I'm answering though. Bees and pollen, what do they have to do with each other? That's an even better question. Bees go from flower to collect pollen to feed their babies. And in doing so, they move the pollen from flower to flower. And all of this movement that they're doing helps make new seeds and new flowers and new plants. And that's how we are here today. That's not what I'm trying to say. When I think of pollen, I think of the little tiny pieces of pollen, but it looks like someone had a truckload of dandelions that they just went and then all of the little floaty things went all around the city. Pollen tumbleweeding into the tumbleweeds of the sky. And that's what we're breathing in. Okay, I wanted to show you something cool. I've gone full crazy with reading, annotating with little things and everything. It's just, we're here, it's happened. I wish it hadn't happened, but that's where we're at. I bought these little markers. They're like, you know, little tab thingies, but they're like see-through, so it's almost like you can highlight something with them. It was $6 for like 1,200 of these little things, and they're all different colors, and they're super cute, but I wanted to be able to keep these here in the back of the book. I can't really use bookmarks because they fall out, or August will open up my book and shake it, and then the bookmark's gone forever. So I've tried to use a few sentimental things as a bookmark and I've lost them forever. So I'm never gonna do that again. So I got, what's it called? Fun tack. I use it for putting papers and stuff on the wall. It's kind of like clay. Just took a little bit of this and I tacked it to the back of one of these little sleeves and I put it on the back cover of the book. So I always have it with me. Isn't that so cool? Right in the book. And then when I'm done with the book, I can transfer it to the next book. I am personally very proud of this system, and so I just really wanted to share it with you. By the way, these are the 2 books I'm reading right now. I actually just realized they're both our beach or water covers. I didn't realize that. But this is a scary book and this is a love book, and I have to keep them together because this is like the shot of vodka and this is the chaser. No. This is like the boiling water that you cook the green beans in, and this is the ice water that you blanch them in afterwards to stop the cooking. How many other metaphors can I come up with? This is the fire, no, I really peeked at the blanching. That's what that's called, right? What is blanching? Yep, got it. I have to always keep a happy book at any point I could decide this is too scary and I need to switch it up. I am a wimp. This has now become a book review. Sorry. Okay, let's make some cheese crackers. While we're doing this, do I just tell you the other books I've really liked? No, we need to make the cheese crackers. I have an apron because I feel like I should have one on, but actually this is uncomfortable, so maybe I'll just take it off. I'm not sure what the point of aprons are because I'm not going to be cooking in anything that I don't want to spill on. As great as an apron is, it's not like it's not a cloak. I've still got things exposed that food can get on. If I spill, it's probably a large spill. So then you're going to have to change anyways. So then I'm like, aprons just kind of feel like more of an accessory than they are a necessity. And then I feel like it's a part of the culture of cooking, so I should put it on. This has become a different conversation. So I have a bunch of meetings today, and I'm 100% gonna show up to them mid cheez-it cooking, and they're gonna be like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing. Just gotta go check on something real quick." 100 grams of almond flour. Come back. 4 teaspoons of cheddar cheese powder. I don't have that. Optional. Perfect. Xanthax gum. 2 teaspoons. How many grams into... Did you know that if you're using a food scale, milliliters and grams are the same thing? I heard you had allergies. Do you want some more? It's not as much as I expected. That looks like mostly flour. I feel like that's not enough cheese. I'm doubling the cheese. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. This could be a mistake. The extra cheese was a good idea, guys. Thanks for telling me to do that. Hopefully I didn't mess up with the cheese. Oh, 250 degrees. It's like a diseased little potato. Ew, that's gross. Come here. You will not defeat me. You're just a cracker. Barely. I'm a whole human being. What do you have to say about that? Nothing, because you can't talk. I don't think this is only about a cracker anymore. You like that? Thanks, Mom. This was further than I ever had anticipated or planned on taking it. At this point, why not just go all the way? Summarizing my personality in one sentence, that would be it. They're beautiful. Stop touching each other. My question is, are they shelf stable? Do I have to keep them in the refrigerator? I don't want them cold. I have a good feeling about these. It said take them out right before they start to get golden brown, but I can't read these guys' minds. Oh, should I have poked a hole? I didn't know that there was a point of the hole in the middle of a Cheez-It. It's so that they don't puff up too much. But it makes sense. They wouldn't just do that for fun. Well, they could. I mean, Oreos have a very intricate design, and I think that's just for fun. Oh, shit. Hi. I'm just gonna hop on a little bit late. Okay. Yeah, I got your invite. I'm still coming. I'll just like 3 minutes late. Okay, I'll see you then. Bye. Sorry I was late. I was making cheez-its. It matters and it doesn't. For your mental health, sometimes you just need to push a meeting back 3 minutes so you can make some homemade cheese crackers. That will probably end up not tasting that good, but...
Hi.
Hi, sorry. I'm making cheese crackers. It's a whole thing.
Are you kidding?
Okay, ready? Looks more like a cheez-it. We need to do this again. I already know what I need to do. Why do I feel so panicked? This isn't an emergency. Let me just stop. My body and mind think that it is, and it's not. Okay. Are you having fun yet? I think that this is proper technique. Some of the most world-renowned pastry chefs probably do this. Comment below. If I'm only making a few, then I might as well make the few perfect, right? This has gone too far. This has gone too far. The other day, my friend said he made homemade graham crackers with him and his son, and I was like, who does that? That's crazy. Jonas is gonna watch this back and be like, that's my girl. She doesn't do anything half-assed. She does it full ass. 100% ass. I think I got it. The only reason I killed that spider was because it came out of the broom and it basically looked half dead. Now I'm just wondering what if it was playing dead. I'm just like, you're welcome. It's like, I'm just kidding. Either way, he's gone. Crackers are looking good though. I really think this is gonna be it. These are the ones, I can feel it. They have to be. If plants can thrive on happy words, and so can cheese crackers. You guys are gonna be great. You're gonna be so delicious and crispy and salty and cheesy. How does it feel? How does it feel to be great? I bet it feels pretty good, doesn't it? It does, because I'm great and you're great and we're great together. I think that should do it. Guys, the spider is gone. It's gone. It was playing dead. What if it goes to tell its friends that I tried to kill it and then it comes back with more? Is that how they work? Oh, I hope not. The only thing worse than finding a spider is losing a spider. This is not good. I don't have time for this today. I already have the cheese cracker thing going on. I don't have time for a spider thing. One thing at a time. These look very promising. Smells way better. Crispy! That's so stupid. Yeah! Yeah! Yes! We did it! Wow. Now I have to reverse engineer what I did. Hello, Elise from the future here. Meet my pet Cheez-its. Elise from the future here. Let's get into it. Bees. I feel like I'm making like an at-home food label and I'm gonna sell it at a yard sale. No! I really liked that ruler. Oh my god. Do I use the rolling pin? Call it an audible. Let's get bees. I probably shouldn't have told that on it. Okay, well I have to redo the intro now because I'm holding something completely different. Hello!